What's up, everybody? Noah Kisser back here with another video. This is my Oscar predictions. Now, I'm not gonna do the documentary short subjects or the animated short subjects because I don't know anything about those. I am pretty much voting for what I have seen the majority of. There's a good amount of the categories where I've seen every nominee, but there are also some where I know that it really doesn't matter if I haven't seen any of the nominees. But I was just sitting here watching the Mindy Project for review, and I almost ruined the set right there. And I realized I didn't shoot anything for this Sunday, did I? No. So here we go. This is my Oscar predictions for 2020. We're going to start off with visual effects. The nominees are Avengers Endgame, The Irishman, 1917, The Lion King, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I think it's probably going to go to 1917 because, like I said in my review, if you haven't seen my review yet, go back. My review, I said you couldn't tell what was real and what was fake. They did such a good job. Everybody's saying Avengers Endgame. Well, Avengers Endgame, you know that it's CGI. You can pick what is CGI and what is not out. They did a good job with the visual effects. The Lion King doesn't stand a chance to me because, yeah, they look like real lions, but real lions have emotions too. Real lions cry. They show emotion. I've seen lions show emotion before. And those lions were just wooden and didn't have no emotion at all. The Irishman is really good. Really fantastic movie. The use of the new type of CGI technology of de-aging the actors worked really, really well. Yes, you could tell that it didn't work great at some points, particularly with how slow they were moving, which kind of ruined the visual effects. That's why I think 1917 stands the best chance of winning, so that's what I'm voting for, and that's what I think will win. Best costume design. The nominees are The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The only one I have not seen is Jojo Rabbit. It didn't come to a theater near me. Well, it did, but I didn't get a chance to see it because nobody around me wanted to go and see it. I think that Little Women stands the best chance of winning this one. Little Women, it's all about the costumes, pretty much. It's about the costumes, the acting, and the screenplay for this movie. It doesn't stand a chance at Best Picture. It doesn't even stand a chance at the acting categories, but I believe it should. But I will get to that in a little bit. Joker has some very good costumes, and from what I've seen and heard, Jojo Rabbit could steal this award. But I will be seeing it here in a couple weeks, and I will give you guys my thoughts on that one once we get to me seeing it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a really, really good movie with great costumes, but I think that Little Women has the best chance because the Academy enjoys the period pieces like I do. I love the period pieces. Phantom Thread won Best Costume Design because that was a costume movie. He was a dressmaker. Daniel Day-Lewis was a dressmaker. If it didn't win for that, then it would have been a great disservice to that movie, and I'm glad that it at least won something. We also have makeup and hairstyling. It's going to Bombshell. Do I really need to say that? With the first trailer, with the elevator, you could automatically tell that it was going to get nominated and potentially win for this. Now that I'm looking at the nominees, Bombshell, Joker, Judy, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and 1917, I think that Bombshell stands the best chance. I think you could also argue that Little Women could have been nominated here. But it's just with Charlize Theron looking like Megyn Kelly. That's what really sealed it for me. Best original song is going to I'm Gonna Love Me Again. I would have loved to have seen Speechless from Aladdin being here. It wasn't going to get nominated for anything else. I really liked that movie quite a bit, and Speechless is the best song from it, and it is the only new song from it. Well, that made it into the movie. They also had another song called Desert Moon, which is really, really good. But we also got I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away from Toy Story 4, which was a big surprise that got nominated. I'm Gonna Love Me Again, which is, to me, the winner. I'm Standing With You from Breakthrough. I am not going to say anything about Breakthrough because it's not my type of movie. I thought the movie was good for what it was. Nothing tremendous, but this song is really good. I see why it got nominated, but I wouldn't have put this over something like the Taylor Swift song from Cats, which is the only song that I heard, or Speechless from Aladdin. Into the Unknown, Frozen 2. I'm just looking forward to hearing Adele Dazeem, if you will, Idina Menzel, performing this live on the Oscars. I'm looking forward to that so much. And Stand Up from Harriet. I'm watching Harriet tomorrow. I can't wait. But we all believe that it is going to go to I'm Gonna Love Me Again because Elton John apparently throws the best after parties. And since this is his farewell tour, I think they want to send him off on a high note. Best Original Score, I believe, is going to Joker. I have seen everything. So, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story 1917, and Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. It could go to Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, but I believe that Joker stands the best chance. That score is just tremendous. I loved the score in all these movies, particularly Joker, Little Women, and 1917. Marriage Story had some good music in it. They knew where to put the score and what type of score to put in there. They knew exactly what to do with it. Star Wars, it's always the same music, and that's fine. It feels like you're listening to the same songs, just changed with a few notes here and there, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Production design, I believe, is going to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for goodness sakes. They shut down Hollywood and made it look like it was 1960s Hollywood again. Your other nominees are The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, 1917, and Parasite. I wouldn't be mad if 1917 won because they actually built the sets for that movie and it was tremendous. It looked exactly like you were in a war zone. You were getting ready to go to war in World War I. It looked that good. I loved 1917. The more I think about it, I love the movie. Sorry, my dog was getting a drink of water and I didn't want you guys that listen to him. I think that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood does win this award. If it goes to 1917, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I've also heard that Parasite has a chance. Sound mixing and sound editing. These are the ones that I pretty much know nothing about. I know a little bit, but I don't know a whole lot about sound mixing or sound editing. I am just basically going with what everybody is saying. It's either going to be Ford v Ferrari winning both or 1917 winning both is what I have heard. So your nominations for sound mixing: Ad Astra, Ford v Ferrari, Joker, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And sound editing is Ford v Ferrari, Joker, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I have sound mixing, 1917, and sound editing, Ford v Ferrari. We're going to go with film editing next. Film editing, Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite. I'm going with Ford v Ferrari because I am hearing that it is just because of the racing sequences. The last 40 minutes is what that movie is all about. But I've also heard that The Irishman has a real good chance too. So either film I'm fine with. I'm seeing Ford v Ferrari on DVD and Blu-ray this Tuesday, so you guys will get my thoughts and review on Ford v Ferrari. Best international film. Do we even need to go into it? It's Parasite. Moving on. Best live action short film. I know nothing about. Best live action short film. Live action short film, I have Brotherhood. Animated short, I have Hair Love. Documentary short, I have Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone When You're a Girl, or If You're a Girl, or something like that. Best documentary. Haven't seen any of these. I have heard that For Sama or American Factory will win. So I put my vote down for American Factory. Next up we have Best Cinematography. Cinematography, your nominations are The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've seen all these nominees, so I can judge this one fairly. It's going to Roger Deakins for 1917. His cinematography is freaking fantastic. The way they moved the cameras and made it look like you were actually in war. It was absolutely fantastic. Roger Deakins won for Blade Runner 2049, which was well-deserved. I didn't love the movie. I liked it enough to buy it for $2.99. So then we have Best Original Screenplay. I would love to see Noah Baumbach win this. This is the only award besides Laura Dern that I think this stands a chance with. I loved Marriage Stories screenplay. I loved all these screenplays that I have seen. Anyways, I didn't see Knives Out, and I tried to get through Parasite, but I just couldn't get through it. The screenplay was good, don't get me wrong, and the acting was really, really good. It was just starting to lose me. I enjoyed The Farewell because it was a 90-minute foreign language film. And with this one, I felt the length. If that makes any sense. I felt the length. The 2 hours and 12 minutes, I felt the length, and I cut it off about 35 to 40 minutes in. Best Original Screenplay, I believe, will either go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Parasite. I want it to go to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I believe that it'll probably go to Parasite because I think that they want to give this film as much love if it doesn't get Best Picture, which I don't think it will. I believe it is a 3-horse race. Best Adapted Screenplay, I've heard it's going to Jojo Rabbit, and that is perfectly fine. That's the only film that I have not seen. Your other nominees are The Irishman, Joker, Little Women, and The Two Popes. I've also heard whispers that it could go to Greta Gerwig for Little Women, which would be fine with me. Give that film as much love as possible because that is my number 4 favorite film of the year. Slowly creeping up number 3. Actually, no, it is my number 3, and The Irishman is down to number 5 now. Yeah, my top 10 has changed quite a bit. But I've heard that it's more than likely going to Jojo Rabbit. Perfectly fine with me. And an animated short, I already said Hair Love. Animated feature. This is the one where nobody knows. Nobody knows who this is going to. The nominees are How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World, I Lost My Body, Klaus, Missing Link, and Toy Story 4. I was shocked to see Frozen 2 not get nominated, which is what makes me think it's not going to win Best Song. I would like for it to go to Toy Story 4. I didn't like Missing Link whatsoever. I thought the animation was nice, but otherwise than that, I didn't think it was anything special. I thought it was flat, bland, and boring. Klaus, I have not seen. I Lost My Body, I have not seen. and How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World I have not seen. Klaus is the one that I think will probably get it because of the Annie Awards, which is the animation awards. The Oscars for animation is what I should say. So it's either going to Klaus or Toy Story 4. Either one, perfectly fine. These ones we're just going to zip through. Best Supporting Actress, Kathy Bates, Laura Dern, Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, and Margot Robbie. If I was having my choice, it would probably go to Florence Pugh. But we all know it's going to Laura Dern. That's fine. That's at least one Oscar for Marriage Story. God bless it. Laura Dern was great. Fantastic in that movie. Best Supporting Actor. My parents still think that Tom Hanks stands a chance. No, not with this caliber of acting. Tom Hanks, Anthony Hopkins, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's winning this. He has swept every award show. It is fine with me. What was it, the SAG or something like that? That gave him a Lifetime Achievement, and I think that was pretty much them saying, hey, we're not giving you the win, but you're still getting an award. So we still want to honor you in some sort of way. Then we have lead actress is going to Renee Zellweger for Judy, but your other nominees are Cynthia Erivo, Charlize Theron, Saoirse Ronan, and Scarlett Johansson. I would have liked it to either go to Scarlett Johansson or Saoirse Ronan. Renee Zellweger, that's the only reason that movie is even being talked about for award consideration, is for that. You haven't heard it for anything else, I don't think. Well, yeah, for makeup, but we know it's going to Bombshell. And lead actor is going to Joaquin Phoenix. I would like for it to go to anybody. I am not mad at any of those. Best Director. Your nominees are Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, Todd Phillips for Joker, Sam Mendes for 1917, Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. I believe it's going to Sam Mendes for 1917. That's my lock for that one. And then Best Picture, your nominees are Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. I believe that the three-horse race is between the last three. I believe it's between 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. I think it's going to 1917. I would be fine if it went to 1917 or anything. I would be perfectly fine with anything winning, but I believe that 1917 is winning Best Picture. That is perfectly fine with me. Thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for more reviews very, very soon. I have reviews coming to you for all the Rambo movies and multiple other films very, very soon. I will see you guys on Monday with my Oscar recap. Whether there were any shocking surprise wins or anything like that, I will let you guys know. See you next time.